Okay, we're going to do the delivery video of our Precision MAGIX 1228 bench lathe. I had to wait 6 months, and I was starting to do a series of videos on getting a hobby lathe, and I talked about delivery. And where I live, it's first of all, it's hard for a truck to get into development. I live on a hill, so we could see over here, on an incline, and my driveway is quite long. And generally they just drop this crate off at the end of your driveway. I was going to do a terminal pickup, and I was asking my boss for time off to go and pick this up at a terminal. They used a company called Ward Trucking Company. It was in Raleigh, which from where I work's about an hour and a half away, so it wouldn't have been bad. But he said, no, I'll save you the time. Have them deliver it here to the building, load it in your truck, and take it home. So if I had a terminal delivery, it'd be the same thing. I have to go with my truck and get it. I got the lathe and the stand. So the trucking company called, and he was on time, but he said, you have a loading dock at work there? Because there's 4 skids in front of yours, and they got you scheduled for the first drop-off. I said, no. He goes, all right. So I start thinking all these nightmare scenarios, guys saying, well, the truck showed up and there's something in front of my shipment, and then when he did come back, the box is all beat up, banding straps are broke. But he came another 45 minutes later than he should, and my crate was on the back of a 54-foot trailer, ready for me to come with the forklift. Now, one thing, if you see this where it says not to sign the bill of lading, the guy pulled the truck over and tried to get me to sign the bill of lading before I got the crate off. I said, no, I'll sign that once we get the crate off the back of your truck, and I look at it, which was cool. Good company, driver was excellent, he pulled that thing around. I got the company forklift. I got pictures of this on the forklift, but it'll be on Hobby Machinist's website, not in the video. So I got it here. I got the stand banded to the top. Crate looks in good condition. Everything went smoothly. One thing you have to remember, this crate is heavy towards one end. When we tried lifting it up, you had it the other way around with the forklift. If you got the headstock, the heavy end, when the forks went up, the crate just tipped upwards. So he had to spin it around inside the trailer. And this is the heavy end. Got it up against the forklift, and then when we tilted the forks back, all the weight of the crate went against the forklift and come off easily. But you also have to bear this in mind when you try to lift this thing out of the truck. So what I'm going to do now, I had this strapped down so it wouldn't move on me. The ride home was eventful. A few accidents on the way in there, but nothing with me. So I'm going to get the straps off. This is the stand up top, so I'm going to cut these banding straps and get the stand off next. Got the bands cut, but this box weighs 100 pounds. So I decided to use my car ramp and just gently slide it down to the ground. Maybe get a hand truck to take it in. So get this out. I got a hand truck I'm going to get, and then just take the stand into the garage. But yeah, it is quite heavy, 100 pounds or close. I don't know exactly, but it's not something you can get done easily alone. All right, now to rig the box up. I know this is the heavy end, so I'm going to get Harbor Freight strap, but they ain't quite long enough. And I don't have smaller straps to loop it. So I'm going to put the strap underneath. I also knew this would be a problem, so I'm going to get a load leveler. I bought Harbor Freight also. And the chains. I got the chain centered up, and I got at the end of the chain, I take the end of the strap. I use one of these carabiners or quick links, they're called. and basically unscrew it. Kind of loop that in there. Like that. Get it on the length of chain. Like this, and that's done on the other end. Now I'm going to do it up on the next one. And screw that up in and secure it like this. So I got the chain running down from the load leveler with the links onto the webbing. And I know this is the heavy end, so we're going to go there, and as I lift it, I'll use this to balance it and get a straight lift with the hydraulic lift. So that's how I'm going to rig it up. I'm going to go rig the other side now, and then we'll get back to where we try to do the lift. Let's start filming if you want. Don't know. I don't know how that's going to work, but give it a try. Might have to shift it over. Yeah, it's moving. Now, okay, stop. Alright, now I figured out I got it to move a little. I'm going to use this load leveler, crank this over, and then draw up, see if that helps, because I wanted to move it as close as I could to the end of the truck. That's a little too much. If I can get this, I guess I'm going to just fool with this until I can get a good lift on this thing, one way or the other. Once I get it adjusted and lifted, we'll get back instead of wasting time. Okay, what you have to do using this crane and that, you have to fool with that load leveler, like I said, under the heavy end. And now we got it up and airborne. I think I can get it off the truck now. Alright, I gotta have somebody help me try to get the balance. Alright, well, finally got it in the garage and off the truck without no major disasters or dropping anything. It's a little bit more unwieldy and difficult to handle than I thought. You know, my ass is tired. Using that lift, And lifting it like I did, I got it out of the truck and got it, but the crate's very unstable, and the way I'm strapping it, you know, was moving. It was difficult to move, and then in lowering it, you gotta like lower it on something, try to get the crane out, or basically in the end we lifted one end and slid it out, and I had to use a 2x4 under the crate to slide it off the legs of the hoist. The Harbor Freight hoist, the hydraulic thing in there screwed up. It was a pain in the ass to use. If you can, rent a good one, but I'm going to need it to lift and put the machine on the stand. So, but got it in, and probably I ain't going to do nothing. It's late. It took me longer than I thought. I got it in the stand in, so next video is going to be we're going to uncrate it.